What's going on, Top fans? It's Chris from MCIEVE TV, and it's the match review show for Man City versus Everton. I guess let's get into it. So, the match overall was played very well between the two sides. A lot of activity, a lot of pressure for both defenses, especially that both sides ended up with 10 men by the time the match finished. We soaked up a lot of pressure from Man City's superstar attack. The boss decided to go with 5 in the back because he knew that it might be the best way to counter, but also play very defensively and soak up all that pressure. We did very well. Jordan Pickford, he kept us in it. He saved a lot. He did well, and as we expected him to. The goal that ended up he ended up conceding, which happened to be his first goal since playing for us, was from Raheem Sterling. I would say it was hard to save because it was down low, and he's not exactly a tall keeper, but it was down low towards the bottom left of the corner, and it was kind of in the middle of traffic, so he didn't really get a clear view of the goal or of the shot to begin with. But on the other hand, we were the ones who scored first. It came from Wayne Rooney. Where else would it have come from, really? But it was his 200th goal in the Premier League, and it was a well taken one. He's been our savior. He's played very well since joining us. The ball came in from across from Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who, might I say, played very well. He is really starting to progress and grow into the roles he's been playing for the club. He put a low cross in, came through the middle, and Wayne was there to just pick it out and score his goal. It went through Ederson. It was the goalkeeper's name for Man City. It went through his legs. It ricocheted off one of his legs and went in. It was a well-taken goal, and congratulations to Wayne Rooney. We did get to see Gylfi Sigurdsson for a little bit. He came on for Tommy Davis. I think he played a pretty good role. You know, the bit of time that he got to play. We're also sporting our new kits, our thirds, which, if I was to get any kit this year, it would probably be that one because it's different. It looks sharp. It looks great. And why not? You know, it's a different type of kit. I do believe that we're we're definitely still missing something. We're not sharp in the front. One of the main problems was the final third. I mean, there's always that final ball, that final pass, the maybe the technique and just the quality in the final third. Maybe if Gylfi played longer, I mean, I would say the game did change a little bit when he came on. He got a couple opportunities to put good quality balls, in which he did. There were pretty good quality balls. But if maybe we had somebody taller, you know, if we still had Rom, maybe he would have got on the end of some of those. We're just missing that little bit of that little piece. But you could see why the boss brought him in. He whipped in a couple great crosses, and it was awesome. But it's that sharpness that we're missing. Um, Overall, I believe everybody played pretty well. I will point out myself, Jordan Pickford, once again. Him and Dominic were the two superstars of the game, really. But Jordan, he's the one who kind of kept us in with his saves, and maybe a little bit of luckiness. Man City, they do have a great attack, but there was maybe a few missed shots, you know, little turnoffs for some of their attackers, but they did seem to get pretty desperate. They started taking shots from outside the box. It showed that we were starting to frustrate them. Our defense was starting to frustrate them. Also, somebody who played very well was Phil Jagielka. He was really there, like a captain should be. Now, he got a lot of stick last season, maybe even around this time last season. Okay, maybe a few more games in, but he still got a lot of stick. He came out the side, and ever since he came back in, he last season he did really start picking it up and showing that he's still the captain. He's still um, a trustworthy defender. He still has the quality. He is 35 and he's still kicking. He's still doing pretty well. So it was great that we had him in the side today. The boss did have a lot of praising to do for Dominic. He said that he's really starting to show that he's good for this number 9 role. Now, I'm not sure if that's him saying that he plans on incorporating him as that main number 9. I don't think that would be a good idea if that's what he's trying to say. I'm not saying that it is, but if he's trying to say that, if he's saying that maybe we don't need another one, because he did come off saying that we still do, but he did have a lot of praising for him. So, me personally, I would think that, okay, we have Wayne Rooney. Yes, he could play the number 9, but I would say he Wayne's best linking up with other strikers. Think about it. He had Dimitar Berbatov at one point to link up with. He had Robert Van Persie. He had Zlatan. He's had other big focal point strikers that he's linked up with, and he's did very well with them because he has a great passing range. Yes, he can score, but I think he's better as like a number 10, as to come to work with other big strikers. So if we want to, if we want to get the best out of Wayne, we need another striker. Now, if we want to get the best out of Dominic, he needs to learn, much like Rashford is learning, much like any other young prospect striker learns from, other strikers that have been in the game who he can learn off of. So, either way, point is we need another striker, and I'm hoping that by the end of the week maybe we'll have somebody, because it's honestly it's a very necessary piece that we need. So, to wrap up the video, we have Split coming up on Thursday. We are still looking pretty sharp. We were unlucky to not get all 3 points like we should have. And I'm sure you're kind of seeing, everybody say that we're so unlucky, unfortunate we didn't get all 3 points. Yeah, but we are. But in a way, it can be our own fault. But as well, we did very well to keep Man City at bay. So it seemed like maybe that was in the cards anyway, because we played such a defensive formation. Good thing is, we might see Gylfi. He might score a goal. He can definitely play a big part in our potential success, against Hajduk. But we are missing, potentially, Sandro, which can be extremely, important for us. We can definitely use him. We haven't played Mola. We didn't play Mola, so that's another good plus, because we might need him as well. But I don't think it's a good idea if we kind of play how we did against City, sitting back, playing defensive, because we're not at home. Yeah, we weren't at home at City. We were at the Etihad, but we don't know this club so much. I don't believe we've ever played them, so I don't know what could happen. We don't know what could happen. So I think we should, yes, be aware. Yes, maybe line up defensively, or line up in a way where we can retreat and maybe create a 5 in the back. Now, Mo Schneiderlin, he's got himself red carded. I don't think that's going to affect so much the Europa League tie, but it's definitely going to affect us against Chelsea, and that is insanely unfortunate. Like I posted in the Love Everton forum that we always seem to miss a key player. Maybe Schneiderlin usually. Well, first game against Chelsea last season, we were missing Idrissa. Second, we were missing Mo Schneiderlin, the reverse fixture last season. But we always seem to be missing a key part of our midfield when we play these guys, or when, usually when we just play Chelsea. And that's just really unfortunate because we can use Morgan Schneiderlin. And Chelsea, they're looking to have all their players, including Eden Hazard, including Fabregas, including I think they're missing maybe another one or two players, but they might be a full-powered Chelsea when we go and play them on Sunday, which is going to suck because we're only missing Morgan Schneiderlin, but we don't have Gareth Barry. I don't believe we have James McCarthy either. So if we wanted the extra protection, we're not going to exactly have it. I'm not saying that Idrissa, excuse me, I'm not saying Idrissa can't do it. Not saying that Davy Klaassen can't do it. Not saying that even Tommy Davis can't do it. We do have Mo Besic. He might be that, that backup that we can use, but it's just a pretty unfortunate circumstance. But either way, against Split, we shouldn't underestimate them, especially at home. They seem to be a rowdy crowd anyway, so I would say let's just be careful. Now, I don't really know if we can play Morgan Schneiderlin because his red card. I don't know if that carries over to European competition, but we should just be careful and do what we can to try to get those crucial waypoints. Even if we score one goal, it's going to count as 2 on aggregate. So let's just do what we can and make the best of a circumstance. All right, Toffee fans, that's it. I'll catch you guys in the next video for the pre-match show for High Duck Split. And you guys enjoy the rest of your days. Peace.